guys. So I was making something today and I thought there's many ways to make this. So I'm going to just give a couple ideas and hopefully it'll spark your imagination and you can make it how you like it. I'm getting used to these glasses too. This is the first time I've, ever really had real glasses. Nothing's in the middle though, and they're good for reading. I hated readers big time. Okay, so I digress. This is an induction skillet. You've seen these at buffets and they make you your scrambled eggs on them or omelets or whatever. I was going to use this when I invited the girls over for their little cooking class, but again, COVID happened and that just never came to fruition, and here I am now doing like videos in my kitchen for everybody, but that's okay, right? So this is going to be made 3 different ways. I'm not going to do all of them because the video will be too long. 3 different ways to use boneless, lean pork. Now, I bought some from Shop and Save. I bought it from Aldi. It's in the supermarket. And, ooh, I'm going to turn this down. I can feel the heat going already. They're shaped like this, and they're just boneless. I'm going to put a lot of still pictures because, again, I don't want to make the video too long. But let's demo the one. And I'll tell you how I got the pork to the one point, and then from there you can make several different ways. Let me get it. Okay, so what I did was I took that pack of the boneless, lean, very lean, pork, and I put it in a crock pot or slow cooker, whatever you have. I put them down in there and just covered them with water, just plain water. You don't need broth. Turn it on, forget about it. When you could tell it's been hours and they're really done. Unplug it. I wait a little bit so that they kind of stay together. If you want pulled pork, you jumble them up with your fork and shred them. But I don't want them this time because we've had that, right? So I make them, like this is perfect. This is what they're shaped like that. Okay, and see how it's together? It's cold, it's together. And, this one fell apart. But that's okay because ultimately they'll fall apart a little bit, but not too much. Like that. Okay, so I have all of these, and I'm going to take my induction skillet, get it hot first. Wait, it's really hot. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Okay. Always make your skillet hot before you put any kind of oil or fat or whatever in it. I was thinking about this. I was telling my husband this. I said, we were at a picnic. Oh, I always get off on these stories, don't I? We were at a picnic, and there was a lot of people at this picnic, and they had several things, but what the one fellow was going to cook on his grill, outside grill, was chicken breasts. And they were like thick. They were like big chicken breasts. So I'm kind of watching, I'm not being critical. I'm just giving you a tip not to do, okay? And he takes these chicken breasts, and I'm like, wow, they have a lot of food. This is a great picnic. He put them on the grill. I'm not kidding. The grill was cold. And he's turning it up as he put them on. They didn't make any sizzle or anything. That's the best way to have really tough chicken. It's going to be not tender at all, not juicy at all. You got to get this hot first, then I'll put in my oil. So I'm going to put a little bit in. I hope you can see this. I have the camera faced, so hopefully you can see this. Let me put this over here. Now I'm going to put these in. What I'm going to do is kind of basically just kind of get them seared. I should wait till the oil gets hot, but it's getting hot already. See that little glisten? It's almost like a ripple in there. I hear it. That's another indication, right? This skillet's so big. Okay, let me get these in. Like this. Some of them broken too, whatever. Right? They're going to kind of break in two anyway. Boy, is this going to splat at me? Don't you talk back to me. Well, I know it's cooking that way, right? Okie doke. So what we're going to do with this is just barely, I got to do this because it's going to tie me my other apron on. It's going to get a little bit seared, if you will, on all the sides. Now I will turn it up. How about that? I'll keep it on heat hold. And then I'm gonna just simply add some barbecue sauce. And I cut up, to save time, some onions. Okay, 1 onion. Okay, and I like to do that feather technique that I told you about. You take the round onion, here I have an onion. Take the round onion, take off the blossom, not the root, cut it into this way. Now you have 2 halves, and you lay them flat, and then you just do like this. Do. Do you ever notice that my cats are always in the background? They hear me talking. Nobody's home. They hear me talking, and they're like, is it time to eat? So that's all I'm going to do with this. And then after these are a little bit seared, see that one's getting nice, and warmed up. Well, that's a better example. See how it's a little bit brown? Okay, what we'll do is we're just going to add the onions in. I'm going to do that now because this skillet's nice and big. Get over there, you guys. I'm going to add my onions in. These will all cook down. And I'm going to put a little bit more fat on them. I actually went, butter makes them brown faster, but I'll still use a little bit of this oil. Like this. Like that. Okay? Again, we'll turn this up. I don't use this little induction thing enough, but I thought the camera angle might be better so you can see this great big skillet. So these are going to saute down, and after they are translucent or cooked, there's a word for you, right? What we'll do is we're going to add regular barbecue sauce. Yes, on the onions as well. And then I'll serve them on like something like these little buns. They're tiny, they're little, and they're soft. And they'll break apart the pork, but it'll be one big piece of pork, very charred, very barbecued with all the onions. I have a little leftover coleslaw and pickles. That goes really good on there, right? But while this is cooking, I want to tell you guys something. You know how I said I had this in the little crock pot for hours? I just put it on and forgot about it. And then, like I said, drained it and put it in the fridge. But what I did was, before I drained all the juice down the drain, I saved it. This might look really weird and odd to some people, but this was just water, and the pork lent its flavor here. This makes really good gravy. Really good gravy. And you can use that for whatever you want. You want to make mashed potatoes with another pork dish, keep it in the fridge until you're ready to have a roux, and you add this in, boom, shakalaka. Now you have a really good flavored gravy. You know, turkey gravy tastes fantastic. I think pork gravy tastes every bit as good. I'm going to turn these around. I also like that juice, if you will. What I like to do with that is one of the 3 ways that I was going to talk about making this pork. Come on, you guys. See, I'm not used to this thing. I'm going to turn this sucker up. Let's go. The onions smell good already. I love cooked onions. One of the 3 ways was, oh, I have it over here. Oh, jeez. I'm not very, I thought I was all prepared. Just with sauerkraut. Take the pork, put the sauerkraut on low. You do need a little bit of juice then, and then you add your little potatoes or carrots or whatever, and then another day you have sauerkraut with the pork. Alexa, dismiss. That's my timer telling me it's time to take vitamins. And when I'm not home, I'll come home hours later. Alexa's still like beeping. It looks like, oh, good grief. Okay. I'm going to get the barbecue sauce in, and yeah, I'm just using regular barbecue sauce for this. You can make your own. Ketchup and vinegar and spices. Okay? I like this brand. I don't like, you know what? I don't know what you guys like, but I don't like the smoky flavor in things as much. I don't even like the wood-fired pizza taste as much as other people do. Oh, now it's cooking. And now it smells good too. These onions will be great on the sandwich. But again, yeah, you could shred this and make pulled pork, but it's just something different. just, you know, I like to make variety of stuff. The other thing while this is cooking is I want to tell you, I'm telling you, it really smells good in here, is take that same cooked off pork in those shapes, drain it off, take it how it was in the fridge, and I know you guys have some of these in your cupboard. I bet you quarter. And if you don't, well, maybe I shouldn't bet. If you don't, just let me know. But who has these in their cupboard? You know what they are. They're from the Chinese takeout, right? And they're always like left over. I would like the soy sauce and the duck sauce. Duck sauce is really easy to make. Comment if you want to know how to make that, and I can make a lickety-split for you. But why waste these? I mean, really. So when I do make this, because I don't want to make it right now, but I am going to make this later. I have a little chunk of pineapple, some green pepper and onion. I'm going to take the pulled pork and marinate it, okay, because I have 2 tins of it, and put it on skewers. I want to show you my skewers. They're so cool. So you marinate the pork in soy sauce or teriyaki sauce or whatever you want. And when it's a nice day, and you put a little bit of onion, look, I have them on, green pepper, my pineapple, oh, it's in the fridge too. And these skewers, these are really cool. Get them out. Yeah. Look at how they go. You know how you have to usually take your finger and do this and they all stick? Some people oil them up, which is really smarter than I am. But this little guy, you pinch it, can you see that? And it slides them off for you. Really sharp, too. And they're nice and long, they're metal, they go on the grill nice, but yet you can grab this little thing. So this is what I'm going to use for my pulled pork. And I got lo mein noodles in a freezer case at the Asian store on McKnight Road. And we're going to make lo mein. So these definitely, see how I want the barbecue sauce also to, whoops, I broke one. Gentle, Shirley, to be a little, like, charred, if you will. So by the time these are done, oh, like this one. See that little there? That's what I'm going for. It makes it taste different than the pulled pork. It really does. So I'm going to cut this video a little bit short. Did I give you the 3 ways? This is one way on buns with coleslaw. You can also add these on top if you want. I love these things. They're fattening, but I love them. So that's one way. The sauerkraut is another way. Slow cook your pork with the sauerkraut and your potatoes and carrots or whatever. And you'll need a little bit of the juice. You can make gravy out of this. It's so good. And then what was the other way? I don't even remember. That, sauerkraut. Never mind. I'm going to stop this video and I will show you the final products, and I will put some still pictures, okay? These are looking good. They're going to like these too. On the buns with the onions. Yum, yum, yum. Okay.